You're a bit early this time, my phoenix. Normally, your rebirth takes a few hours. Ah well, I was growing antsy regardless. You truly grow more beautiful each time you're reborn, my paragon. And still so calm. Welcome back to the mortal coil. My name is Ostafier, or Oster. Doesn't quite roll off the tongue, does it, darling? Yes. We begin to dance again. One moment. Let me set my wine down. Yes, I do have some burns. We've had many dances over the gods, millennia now. Please allow me to sit with you. Please do forgive me for having to keep you in that cage for the time being. Each time you are reborn, you expel quite a bit of fire, and this keeps it contained until you are in control of your power. Believe me, my darling, I wish I could simply wait for you to wake in my arms, but we vampires are weak to such intense light, but do not fret. I will heal in time. Please don't blame yourself, alright? Let me start at the beginning then. We met thousands of years ago at a beautiful gala thrown by the Vampire King. You were a courtesan, and me, a local lord. You were something of a novelty for Arcturus, a phoenix, more rare than any gem, any treasure, and it was me you chose. I never stopped thinking about that night you kissed me. I swore to you that I'd love you until time ended. I know that I'm not as attractive or lively anymore. I know that you more than likely wish to leave this castle and live a life of your own. But please, just hear me out. Just for a bit. Thank you. Yes, we met in one of your many lifetimes. And I was utterly helpless for you. You were happy. So happy that I never even imagined that our time would come to an end. One day, you grew old and simply died in my arms. It took you years to return, and once you did, you had no memory of me. We found our way back to each other. I tried turning you to keep you by my side, but it did nothing. There were many lifetimes we spent together, and some where you wished to live apart from me entirely. Those were incredibly painful lifetimes, but I was always pleased to see you so happy. I tried to find contentment in my own life, find peace. I've never been able to not be here for your rebirth, however. Here. A photo album. Well, many photo albums. Let me show you so they don't burn. These I had to have custom made from paintings of us together. You painted many of them. Always so talented. Here. This was our visit to Ursan during the Crimson Ball, see? The water was so beautiful that night. Yes, it was quite warm. You hated it, initially, until we got into the water. And the food was, absolute perfection. King Yvonne and his family send their regards, as it were, see? Oh, you missed the whole incident with him and King Alistair, didn't you? Well, plenty of time to catch up on gossip later. A lot of the other vampire lords had been talking about Edelweiss as of late. Lots of technological advances since you've been gone, darling. Mm-hmm. They did make me a lord. You remember a little bit, yes? I did finally get that big promotion we used to talk about. Lots more money, lots more work. I do my best to keep the rot under control, but... Oof. Keeps me busy, at least. The rot? Well, there were a lot of criminals that were forced from Everfall after Queen Inui was killed by King Lothair and his wife. Yes. The rots is basically where prisoners of war criminals, and so on, are sent to perform their hard labor, among other things. Lady Nightshade has been causing troubles again, but I don't really fancy fighting against her and her little team. Yes. Lucius is still a... I'm glad you remember some bits of your former life, my dear. It's nice to see you again too, my paragon. My lovely little phoenix. How do you feel? Curious. Yes, that tends to be how it goes. Your fire is calming down as well, which usually means you are calming down. Do you feel that is the case? Wonderful. I will let you out in that case. There we are, Sweetling. I've kept your bank accounts intact and kept your plants watered. Thank you for hearing me out, my paragon. Your life is your own. I will do my best to keep these selfish urges in check. This awful jealousy, for all of my obsession, for all of my pain. I simply can't bring myself to harm you. Darling? All I've wanted is this for so long. Thank you for giving me another lifetime with you, my paragon. I will do all that I can to make certain it is a happy one. I simply hope you'll be patient with me when the madness begins to set in once more. Well, how would you like to spend your first day, my dear? Yes. A nap sounds quite nice. There we are. Rest well, my paragon. We have a lifetime to build together once you wake.